we are looking at prefixes again, which is what we looked at last week. Prefixes are what? Where do they go?
Start of the sentence.
Start of the sentences. What do we call the things that go at the end of a sentence? Not prefix, suffix. Okay, like ing, ed, est, all those things are suffixes. So prefixes, we're looking at these two. Miss, but it's only one S. Miss, and then re. Okay, so what? Oh no, hang on. I was afraid with English. Over. Looking at three. Miss, re, and over. Try and think of a word that you know that has one of those suffixes at the beginning. And have a think what you think those suffixes mean or what they do to a word. Have you thought of one?
Yeah, misread.
Misread. And what does that mean if you misread something?
Maybe I had a book.
Yeah.
I would maybe just open it.
Yeah.
And I keep reading. Maybe there was one page I didn't read. Misread.
Yeah. Might misread a word. You know words that are very similar.
Yeah.
And actually you read it as one thing, like silver and slither. You read it as one thing, it's the other one. That's misread. Right? Any others?
Misunderstand.
Misunderstand. Yeah. Another one?
Oh, I forgot. Mishear.
Mishear. Yeah. So that if you don't hear it correctly.
Overpowered.
Yeah. Hang on. Right. Let's just sit with the miss for a minute. Keep that overpowered. What do you think miss means then?
You sort of don't do it clearly.
Yeah. So maybe you do it wrong. Now it's got ill on here. And we have to see if we can think of a word where ill makes sense. And then I've got a mistaken. Which is funny because it's actually got miss at the beginning of it already. You're mistaken. So when you mishear or you misread something, you think it's something else. It's like a mistake, isn't it? So rather than you didn't hear it full stop, what you heard wasn't the right thing or what you read wasn't the right thing. Right, let's think of over. You've got overpowering. Any others?
Overheard.
Overheard, yeah.
Overpowered.
Overpowered. You might overthrow someone. So what do we think what does over mean? So when you overhear someone, what do you think you do?
It's like really strong. Quite strong.
Yeah.
Because overpowered is different.
Yeah.
It means quite strong.
That means quite strong. If you overhear something, do you think you're supposed to hear it?
No. Sometimes.
But it probably means it's quite loud for you to be able to overhear it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I overheard them talking in the corridor. Something like that. If you overpower someone, what do you do? You could say in World War II we overpowered Hitler. So what do you think that means?
Like made him stronger.
No, it didn't make him stronger. If we overpowered him, we defeated him. We took control. Our power was over him, so our power was more than him. Does that make sense? So over, too much, excess. So two with two O's. Too much, excess. So what do you know what excess means?
Like too much or something.
Yeah, more than you need, excess, isn't it? If you have excess food, there is more than you could eat.
Or excess cover.
Yeah,
Something like that.
more than you need. And then the other one is just TOO2. Okay, let's think about re.
Reuse.
Reuse, yeah.
Reread.
Reread. Is that one you're going to have? Recycle.
Rewrite.
Rewrite. So what do you do with re then?
Doesn't it mean you do something over again?
You do something over again. So again or back. If you redo something, you go back and do it again, don't you? Okay. Now, the words you've given me are fine. However, are those the kind of words that we're going to be thinking about with our spellings? Am I that nice?
No.
I mean, you can hope. You could hope, but... Okay, so I've got a list of words that are the kind of words that we're going to be thinking about now. A lot of these words also have suffixes on them as well. Okay. I can give you misread and over and misheard, but to be honest, you can spell them. Okay. What you've got to think about, like last week, is you've got to think about the root word spelling, because that's going to be the trickiest bit, isn't it? Miss, re and over aren't tricky. That's not what's tricky about spellings. It's understanding the root word and which one of those you put with the root word, okay? It's got, like last week we talked about disorganised and unorganised. Sometimes they actually sound, they both sound right. You've got to know which one is right. And it's actually disorganised, unorganised isn't actually a correct word. So, I've got refurbishment. Have a go and write that on your board. Refurbishment. Think about it. Refurb-ish meant. Refurb-ish meant. Don't put a gap between your re and the rest of the word. Now, the verb is the UR. So you've got re. I'm not joining just so you can see the spelling. Refurbishment. Refurbishment. When you refurnish something, refurbishment. Overreaction.